Welcome back to another day on the Lorcana pixelborn client. Today, we are playing an Amethyst and Emerald Bounce Matters list. The goal here is to accrue as much value as possible with our enter and leave the battlefield triggers, generating a huge lead over our opponents. Starting with Maleficent Sorceress, we have a character who draws us a card when it is played. This ability by itself is already really good, as it's a card that actively replaces itself in our hand. But what's better is that it also thins our deck and improves our odds of drawing specific cards when we need them. So to make things better, we can return Maleficent back to our hand and replay it with a variety of cards in the deck, generating more of that value. With Merlin Goat, we can gain lore without ever going on a quest, for those tough spots where questing is dangerous. Bouncing Goat back to our hand also gains an additional lore, so this is one scary card to see bounced multiple times. Merlin Rabbit is a step above Maleficent, but provides the same benefit. The major upside, however, is Rabbit triggers a second time when it leaves play. So when we play Rabbit, it activates, replaces itself in our hand, and thins the deck. But when it gets bounced, it replaces the card used for the bounce effect and thins the deck. Lucifer Cunning Cat is our next awesome bounce target. When Lucifer is played, each opponent chooses and discards either 2 cards or 1 action card. So to see Lucifer being bounced and replayed can be devastating to our opponent's plans and ability to survive the next few turns. Yzma, scary beyond all reason, has multiple functions. She can either act as spot removal for problematic characters our opponents have, or she can remove one of our own characters, allowing us to draw 2 cards. Letting your opponent draw the 2 cards can be risky, and you may not always want to sacrifice another of your characters. But having the option to be flexible with her and bouncing it is a welcomed option. John Silver, Alien Pirate, has been known to get me out of some otherwise unwinnable situations. His ability to prevent targeted characters from questing has been a powerful effect that's literally won me games. I love that his ability is both an enter play trigger and also a quest trigger. So on a good turn, he can quest, targeting an opposing character, be bounced, and replayed to hit a second character. He can win games for us. Ursula Power Hungry is one of our more favorite bounce targets. She reduces our opponent's lore count and draws a card. Additionally, we can always quest with her for that 3 lore and choose to wait to bounce her until she sustained a lot of damage, or if we really need to attack their lore count. And last but certainly not least is Elsa, Spirit of Winter, another of our powerful stay in the game characters. Elsa enters play and exerts up to 2 chosen characters. Those characters don't ready at the start of the next turn. With a well-timed bounce, we can lock down 4 or more characters and just walk to victory from there. But how do we bounce? Our 2 most obvious cards are Madam Mim Snake and Madam Mim Fox. Both of these Mims require us to return another character we control back to our hand, so we can reuse some enter the battlefield triggers while keeping reasonably strong characters in play. But the most interesting bounce card we use is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. This card bounces a character and lets us replay another character for free, so we get all of the triggers instantly and don't have to pay to replay our trigger characters with this card. The thing to keep in mind is we don't run many action cards, just Friends on the Other Side and Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, so we don't want to miss gaining our value with our ETB triggers. But that's the deck. Let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. Alrighty then. Yeah, going first. Okay, that's too many Lucifers. That's way too many uninkables. Let's get rid of all of those. I'll keep the Yzma just purely as ink at this point. I'm glad I did. Alright, Flynn into a Flynn. Pass turn. Captain Hook, naturally. We're gonna bounce him. I'm gonna use Flynn as my ink for next turn. May as well get the lore out of him while we're doing it though. Simba. Alright, opponent is definitely playing the aggressive version of this, which is fine. Trade with both your characters? Yeah, that's fine. Happy to do it. Yeah, I'm actually more than happy to have Madam Mim trade with both Captain Hook and Prince Eric. Well, we tried. Definitely ink, right? Let's draw another card. Oh, that's a lot of card draw. Maybe I should have drawn with Cheshire Cat just because there's two of these stuck in my hand now. Instead of trading for the Prince Eric. Oh, we're gonna see a smash here, aren't we? Oh, it's touching my card. It's definitely a smash. Alright, we are going to friends on the other side. Two snakes. That's a little tricky. Well, let's play one. Let's bounce the rabbit back. Draw another card. I think we're inking this, honestly. Playing the cat here. You got a third smash for me? Oh, Captain Hook, you're gonna get the fire the cannons back. Oh, interesting. Good call doing that one first. So I definitely would have attacked it and then bounced. Oh, let's see. I can be up to 6 if I want. Opponent's almost out of cards, though. I don't think I bounce. But I also don't want to get rid of it because of the goat. Alright, let's do it. I will do the trade. Now, do I goat and bounce? Or do I Merlin draw 2 cards and bounce? I think I'm Merlin. Draw a card here. Play a snake. Bounce the Merlin. Draw another card. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You got to get all your advantage, especially with as many uninkables as we have. You definitely want to draw a lot of cards. Mufasa. Alright, I think we're inking this. Playing an Ursula. Attack their lord. Draw a card. Question is, do I quest with the fox? Or the fox. The snake. I don't think so. I don't think I mean... Actually, it's not that bad, is it? Either I get Mufasa off the board and then we already know exactly what he's got going on. I don't think he wants to do that. Or, yeah, he gets Captain Hook all the way down to 1. Another Captain Hook. Ooh, double bibbity bobbity boos. That's pretty fantastic. That is pretty fantastic. Or are we double goating right here? Well, if we double goat, we can't do anything with Ursula. I think I want a quest. Well, we could double goat and then Cheshire Cat. I think I want a quest for 5 and just try to be as potent as possible. Let's get the goat down. And we'll return Ursula, and we will replay Ursula. Attack the lore again, draw another card. Pass the turn. Now I'm on +6. So they actually have to deal with the cat, funny enough. And there goes the Captain Hook. Quest. What's the opponent got? Tinkerbell. Alright, so now we win with the bippity boppity boos, right? Quest. And then I got a leave trigger. And a return to play trigger. Fantastic. I'm giving away the new Rise of the Floodborn booster box this month, January. I'll be giving them away February 4th-ish during a live stream. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed, a member of the Discord channel, and most importantly, share each and every video that you come across. Those 3 things is all you need. That'll get you in for the raffle. We'll be doing the live stream again in February, early February. Don't miss your chance to win a free booster box. Okay. Seems to be a popular color combination today. Let's see. I do have a turn 1. Definitely putting my uninkables back. I'm considering keeping the Lucifer. Could wipe out the rest of my opponent's hand by the time it comes down. We'll get rid of it. I don't want to get stuck on the uninkables. Oh, well, no, never mind. We are definitely getting a Lucifer. Mr. Shmee. Oh, is this a pirate theme deck? Mr. Shmee. Alright, that's a lot of card draw. Don't think we need all this card draw. Flynn Rider. Giving us a target to be bounced if we so need to have the bounce going quickly. Okay. I do like this. Need to find something to ink here. Probably the Yzma, unfortunately. Just a little expensive, a little far away. I'll have the snake come down, and then Flynn will be ink for the next turn. So then I could have Snake take down the Simba, bounce it back to my hand, and have Madam and Fox take down the Stitch. Before they have a chance to shift. Unless they play a second bodyguard, which they do not. Alright, let's take down the board. Bounce the snake. Take down the Stitch. Pass the turn. Inching ever closer to Lucifer. Fire the cannons. Not bad. It's possible this is the same opponent we played. It's very hard to tell when they don't have an actual name. Let's see. We're going up to 4 here, so I can only play one thing. So if I'm going to play only one thing, I think I'm going to play the Cheshire Cat. It's not a great bounce target. I mean, it quests and then it bounces if I absolutely need it to. Alright, pass turn. Getting a smash out of the opponent. One less action card for Lucifer to trip over. Alright, let's see if it gets 2 cards. One card. It's a Fire the Cannons. Yep, it's a Fire the Cannons. Hey, it's a free card. I gotta imagine my opponent's deck is just absolutely filled to the brim with action cards. A little unfortunate, isn't it? Maybe I should be drawing cards here. I have cards that care about my opponent doing stuff, and my opponent's not doing stuff. Let's get rid of Snake, I guess. Draw some more cards. Okay, not strong enough to take down Jasper, technically. But I know they have actions in their hand. They'll definitely have a way to take it down. Funny, it's weird to be in a position where, like, I wish my opponent actually had more going on, so my cards would be more effective. Outside of that, I'm largely just playing this stuff just to quest. Let's play Maleficent. And let's return a Maleficent. I'll replay it next turn. No questing for you, but you don't have to attack. Still, no questing for you, but you don't have to attack. They're going to. That's fine. It's 3 or less, right? Characters cost 3 or less. Yep, so my fox can't actually attack it. Ooh. Get rid of the rest of their hand? I think so. Bounce Lucifer. Replay Lucifer. Get rid of the rest of your hand. And opponent scoops. They didn't like that. A lemon lime. I imagine this is going to be an aggressive deck. Snake's not bad, but I need something to hit. I'm actually going to send back everything except Snake. If it's going to be aggressive, I want to make sure we can be aggressive. Olaf, there we go. Something I can bounce. Fox. Okay, decent. Let's see if it is aggressive. Yzma's going to be too far away, likely. Olaf. Duke of Wesselton. Alright. Ink. Quest. Set up Olaf as our next turn. Ink. Pass the turn. That's right. I have a snake. I have a slithery snake. What in the world will you do about that? Fortunately, our opponent's playing colors that don't really thrive in removal. So, should actually have a pretty decent time keep maintaining our board. Alright, opponent really wants Stitch. It's definitely a big Stitch deck. If only I could get you down right now, you know? Pass turn. Here comes the big Stitch. Well, if it comes down in quests, it's dead. I will definitely trade for it. Because I know it's exactly what they're trying to do. Still digging. Maybe they don't got it. Rapunzel. Lucifer and a Bippity. Ooh. Opponent's got enough cards in hand. That's going to be brutal. Oh, a goat. I'll take a goat. In fact, I'll just play a goat this turn. Won't even quest. Because I know, I feel it. My opponent has... I mean, they missed an ink, didn't they? Because they went first. Is that all it is? Is they just... Because they didn't want to ink Rapunzel? There goes a Pete. We're going to finally see the big boy Stitch. Finally going to see big boy Stitch. The question is, will they quest? Oh, they won't. Coward. All right, Lucy. One action card. Let me guess another. Oh, it's a 0 to hero. But I mean, come on, you knew this was gonna happen. Ooh. Let's do the goat. I'll bounce the Lucifer. I'll replay the Lucifer. There goes the 2 cards. It's not a discard deck, but boy does it do it. Wow, what are you running this for? And I will draw some cards. Just to stay way ahead of my opponent. That's a banger. Alright. Luck's on my opponent's side, of course, naturally. The deck's built to do it, so I expect to see it. I'm several turns out from getting Elsa to deal with the Stitch, unfortunately. And if I were my opponent, I would definitely be inking whatever's in my hand. Oh, John's not bad. Alright. And I think I just quest with everything here. Leave it to my opponent. Alright. Stitch has to attack. He has Reckless. I don't care what he attacks, John Silver will finish it. Or possibly a Fox if I'm feeling frisky. Opponent should trade off Duke and Stitch or Queen for all the 2/2s. Possibly just trading off their whole board for my whole board. I think I'm largely fine with that. I am a little sad I'm stuck on Madam Mims, but... Oh, another Stitch. Opponent's finally on the board. Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer. We'll take out one. We'll bounce him back to our hand. We'll take out the other. I will ink this and I will draw a card. Bibbidi bobbidi boo! Alright, time to start winning the game. I mean, I'm already winning the game, but it's time to start winning the game, you know. Ooh, well, Get the last card out of their hand. Nah, I think we develop. Quest and passed. Now LeFou can't quest. He has to attack the Merlin. Alright, it's all coming together now. I think I'm just going to develop my pieces here. Ooh, let's go for... I was going to say, let's go for Lucifer, but it really decided to play that card. Lucifer definitely would have been the play. Oh well. Oh well. Interesting attack. It'd be really nice to have an Inkable right about now. I could possibly get one. Nah, I can't hit Pete with Elsa, so probably not worth it. Let's just go for a Lucifer. Let's get that last card. Doesn't matter which option they choose, they lose the last card. Can't target beat, but I could take down the pain. Still can't target beat. Pain is double goated. Pass turn. Let's see what I made him discard. Oh, another Hades. Yeah, I could have got both the cards out of their hand if Jasper didn't insist on being played. And there it is. Ketchup and mustard. Okay, here we go. Alright, we got some bounce targets. We got some bounce cards. Got the bibbidi bobbidi boo. Elsa might be a little far. Don't think I want two Maleficents. Okay, well. We're gonna get stuck on an Ursula for a while. Let's see, how do I want to play this? So we need to accrue as much value as possible. Fortunately, the card I would ink, I can't ink. Alright, we're gonna give up Snake. We're gonna give up Snake because I got a turn 3 Maleficent into a turn 4 Fox. Could be a turn 4 Rabbit if I want. Save the Fox for the future bounce. Stitch for Little Stitch. I will ink the Flynn. I will pass the turn. Unfortunately, it is a slightly slow start. I would have liked to have seen the Flynn or an Olaf in the opening hand, but we didn't see it. Okay, Mother Gothel, not bad. Little brutal. We're gonna lose the Fox. There are 17 uninkables in the deck, so it is very easy to get into this hand position that we found ourselves in. But I will be singing with Maleficent, drawing more cards, and playing the Rabbit. So as long as we can keep drawing cards, the uninkable shouldn't be too much of an issue. If opponent quests with Gothel, I won't draw cards. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, let's be efficient here. Let's get a Rabbit down. Alright, now opponent's going to play Rapunzel, heal Mother Gothel, draw 3 cards. And I'm guessing Mother Gothel will also attack Maleficent. Could also see a big Stitch here, but I don't think that's the way it's going to go. Rapunzel, there it is. Now will we get the attack as predicted? Oh, we're going to get a trade. I will take that any day. I would have predicted the Mother Gothel do the attacking. That way, it's something that can be healed again. Alright, opponent figured it out. Let's see. I do want to get myself into a position here where we can get several characters down, but I'm not seeing... The cheapest is 6 cost, and we're a long ways away from that. If I get a Jasper down, could stop my opponents from questing with one of their characters. Slows them down a little bit. Get another Rabbit down. It's also an option. Then again, I might want to hold my Jaspers for ink. So let's play Rabbit. Now the question is, do we quest with our other Rabbit? If we do leave the door open for the opponent to attack and then draw 2 cards with another Rapunzel. Mufasa. It's a good card. Opponent has some really big questers, unfortunately. We had a very slow start to this particular game. I'm going to take out the dock. The ramp's not as huge. It's just that it quests for 2 and I can actively take it down. So I'm going to do that. Leaves our rabbits a little vulnerable, but that's fine. When they go away, we get more cards. So they're going to replace themselves. Goofy! Okay, that's a good card. Alright, opponent's going to quest to the moon here. Can't imagine them doing anything else. Okay, big turn for us here. Opponent can quest for 7, so I definitely need to deal with their board. Jasper questing is good enough to stop 2 of it, so that's 5. And I could throw both my Merlins at, probably Mufasa. And then maybe I have an Yzma to deal with if it's an exceptionally problematic character. Okay, let's start there. Let's find out what problematic character we're going to get while drawing cards. Alright, now opponent gets to see if they hit something. They should. Their deck should revolve around it. It's a Stitch. Alright, Stitch goes for a lot, but I think we'll just get rid of it with an Yzma. Alright, Yzma will get rid of Stitch. Jasper will quest and stop Goofy from doing a thing. It buys me a turn, but it doesn't keep me in the game very long. Alright, bye-bye Stitch. Get an Olaf down. Pass the turn. Now it's going to be really interesting. It all comes down to how good is this Elsa. My opponent is just going to quest. Now Jasper, I believe, doesn't make them have to attack. They just can't quest. Minnie Mouse. Alright, how wide will they go? I got 3 for sure targets right now. Okay, not bad. We're still in this game. Alright, here's the question. How do we want to play it? I have to ink this. And I could stop the entire board from doing stuff. Which means Cheshire Cat's the one that will be singing. Alright, here comes an Elsa. Let's take down these 2. Let's sing with the cat. Bippity boppity boo. Return Elsa to play. Let's lock down these 2. Quest with Jasper. Lock down Mother Gothel. Now the entire board can't quest. Which is pretty fantastic. Pass the turn. We're only on +9, so I need another... Need some more bounce. Now, the thing to watch out for, we had a very slow start. If we would have had a more early start with our Olafs and our Flynns, we ideally could have been 10, 12, maybe even 13 or 14 at this point, and then our board is just lethal. That's what we're looking for. But this was a really good showing of just how strong Elsa is with the bippity boppity boo. Not the card we wanted. I would have to sing you. I think there's nothing we can do at this point. It was just too slow of a start. We got stuck with 3+ costs across everything. Ooh, rough. Let's see, even if I got a bippity boppity, that only stops 2 characters from questing, so the rest is just lethal. I'd have to get 2 bippity boppities. That would lock down 4. And then they only quest for one. I would have to get 2 bippity boppities. Well, neither of those are bippity boppities, so it's just not happening. And that's the end of the game. I won't target a thing, it's just the end of the game. Okay. Not a lot of removal in those colors. Could be very aggressive though. If it's gonna be aggressive, definitely get rid of these. Definitely keep my bounce target. I need my snakes and my foxes. And I didn't get any of them. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna get run over here, aren't we? Oh, Dinglehopper. That's a healing card. That's interesting. Stitch. Man, we've been seeing Stitch as the opener for quite a few games now. Okay. I did get a snack. A Slytherin snack. If I can get the fox, I could have a really good turn against an aggro deck. Another healing card. Very interesting. First a Dinglehopper, then a healing glow. This is the hey hey that keeps returning, right? When it's banished, yeah, it returns to your hand. Alright, I need to ink something, and I think it's going to be an Yzma. Olaf is my next inkable. Pascal. Alright, not as aggressive as I would have expected from the opponent. They should be questing with Hey Hey, though. The rest of it, whatever, you know? But definitely Hey Hey needs to be questing. Now here's the thing, if I take down the Stitch, then Hey Hey's a free trade. They have to pay for it though, so I mean... I think it's worth it. I don't know if they're running Rockstar, but... my feeling is Hey Hey attacks in, so they're not questing. They have to repay to get Hey Hey back into play. And there's no chance at the Rockstar. So I think that play was completely worth it. Even knowing that they get Hey Hey back. In fact, them getting Hey Hey back was a part of what made it worth it, because they have to pay for it again. And there goes an Olaf. Cheshire Cat. And we're gonna go Rabbit, draw a card. Oh, it's goat season. Another Dinglehopper. Again, very interesting. I'm curious. I'm very curious what the healing is for. They keep inking it, so I mean, there must be a puzzle piece that they don't have. Alright, the Jetsam and Pascal have just become dangerous. We don't have much of a way to actually fight this. That is a way to fight it. And technically so is the John Silver. Not quite there though. I think my best play is Goat. Have to try to at least stay up to par with them on the questing until I have a way to deal with the Jetsam. Which again is next turn, so we're not that far off. A John Silver followed by an Ursula should be pretty strong. Depends on what my opponent's got going on. And yeah, it's going to remain strong if they're not questing. Oh, did they just deny the Yzma trigger? Arthur! Alright, well, Bippity is worth 3 with the goat. 2, 3, 6. I think I just need to get... So John Silver actually turns Arthur off. Arthur can't quest. Alright, Arthur can't quest. Alright, I think that is probably pretty strong. Arthur can safely attack Merlin Rabbit or Cheshire Cat. Since it has to attack. Oh, we're gonna trade Jetsam. I like it. I don't have to worry about the evasive. Yeah, what's Arthur gonna do? Has to attack. There you go. Okay, let's see. Do I do a Bippity? That's the question. And if I Bippity, who am I Bippitying? Probably Ursula? Well, the goat's worth 2. So I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then minus whatever, whoever has to sing. It's 5. So I go to 15. Alright, this one definitely quests. Arthur still doesn't quest. I think I'm gonna Bippity the goat. Alright, Merlin will sing. We will bounce the goat. And then we will play a goat. Pass the turn. Alright, with the goat in hand, I actually do have lethal with Ursula, goat in field, and goat in hand. So they need to find a way to either win right now or wipe out my board. And their colors are just not good at that sort of thing. Well, they could still have an Ink and an Yzma to deal with Ursula. Ooh, okay. Well, they could make it so Pascal trades with the John Silver. They keep the Arthur since there's nothing to attack. Nope, now Arthur has to attack the John Silver. That's funny. And now that's game victory. Quest, and goat. Love the goat.